Hello and welcome to UK Weather Events of the Past. I hope you were all well. So here we are, it's chilly December 2025 and hope of course you're all well. Hope of course you've all had a good year. So anyway, of course obviously as it is the run up to Christmas, there has certainly been some very memorable events over the years, particularly around about the Christmas time. For me of course I do remember the late 1990s, some of the events around 97 and 98. Of course I do remember of course 2010 as well, the big freeze of December 2010. So anyway, recently I got in touch with Mr. John Ketley and asked him if he could share a memory from any of his a story from his long career in the weather service. So let's take a little look.
Hello David, it's really good to hear from you again. I have to say it's been a little while, but never mind, it's interesting to talk about the weather at any time, isn't it? And especially coming up to Christmas, because there's been so many great weather events taking place around about the Christmas period over many years, and I seem to have been involved in quite a number of them, I have to say. And I go back to the late 1990s when we had some severe gale storm damage on many occasions around about Christmas time up to New Year. And it isn't unusual either to get some snow between Christmas and New Year as the weather changes. Every wind direction has its own weather, as you know, and of course if it goes from south to north then temperatures can plunge in a matter of days or weeks. So anyway, it is quite normal to get some pretty nasty weather around this time of the year. My memory goes back to 1990 actually. It was a funny old year, wasn't it? We had the Burnsday storm in January, and then at the end of 1990, around about the 7th, 8th, 9th of December I think, there was a big snowstorm developed over the Midlands. In fact, heavy snowfall developed from some heavy rain to begin with over northern England, and that snow really mounted up on gale force winds, so there was huge drifts over the north of England around about that time. Then that heavy snowfall extended further south through the Midlands into Wales and eventually the southwest of England. So many places saw 20 to 40 centimetres of lying snow. Came down very quickly. It did affect the Midlands in particular, and especially around the NEC where there was the BBC Close show going on. And that was completely disrupted because of all the gridlock on the motorway network around Birmingham city centre. So fascinating and very nasty weather for a couple of days around about the 7th, 8th and into the 9th of December in 1990. That's the one I remember. I remember it, of course, because I was on television that time. And when I thought I was going to have a very quiet Saturday afternoon watching the sport, it turned out to be very busy indeed as more and more big snow stories kept coming into the BBC, and I had to think and talk about those on a regular basis. So that's one I remember. Let's hope it doesn't happen this year. I don't think it will. There's no sign of it at the moment. But the very best of luck to you. Have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. And thanks again, David, for getting in touch with me.
Thanks to John Ketley, of course, for sharing that story with us. I actually don't remember that event myself, but I'll have a look for some newspaper articles concerning that event from 1990. Anyway, I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.